So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So, I like to say this a lot, but it's important to both give credit and praise when warranted, and it's important to complain when warranted. And right now, I think there are a number of reasons to complain. I'm actually going to talk about 5 different things. I hope I can keep them in my head, otherwise I brought with me my laptop, so if I do forget, I can just take a glance. But yeah, let's get right into the complaints. I know everybody loves OPTC complaints, so I'm happy to join in when there's reasons to. We can start from bottom here. I'm going to scroll down quite a bit here. The first one is a complaint about the lack of something, and it's the lack of new level limit break. I made a video around 2 months ago that level limit break would end for legends because we are running out. They actually could have done 2 legends this month because we won Big Mom and the German legend does not have a level limit break despite having a 6+, so that's a bit weird. But what I was hoping for in my last video where I talked about this is that now when we are done with monthly batches of legend level limit breaks, we do like with limit break expansions where we have monthly batches with mainly rare recruits and maybe some free-to-play units. But instead we got nothing. Like, there is not a single mention of level limit break, and we usually get them here. So I'm honestly just afraid that level limit break is going to become once a month thing for one legend getting a 6+, and that's honestly awful because level limit break is one of the best stuff they've added for a long time. So to just see a mechanic like that basically die, I'd really hate that. So I will be making a lot of noise. Like, it's not like they care about me that much, Bandai, for so to say, but I will try to do what I can to push for what I want, which is rare recruits and free-to-play to get level limit break every month. I think that would be super dope and very cool for the long term of the game as well. So that's complaint 1. Complaint 2, well, we all know it's bad, but might as well bring it up. Like, I'm obviously talking about the medal exchange, and yeah, I honestly don't know what they're thinking. Like, like my reaction when seeing this is like basically like, yes, if someone at Bandai maybe got a bit intoxicated or such and wasn't thinking straight, because there is no way that this cat and this Fuji should be 400 medals. Like, last month they were kind of testing the waters a bit with Tesoro, and even if that was scummy, you could still see the reasoning because Tesoro is super valuable right now, one of the best PvP units in general. But like here, like Cat and Fuji, like there's really no reason. They are unremarkable, super old legends. And that's not even to mention like a legend like Sasaki costing 600 medals. That's super dumb. In general, I recommend to never buy a legend that costs 400 or above. It's just not worth it because all of these units rerun frequently on a lot of Sugos. You will get them, you will get dupes. Don't waste my medals for that kind of sums. Komu and Jack is also very dumb to be 400. Like with V2 Doffy, for example, like, yeah, it's dumb, but we know he's valuable in PvP, so you can see Banabe is coming with that, but at least be scummy for the right reasons and not for no reason like Cat and Fuji. They also didn't have any legends with level limit break at the 250 and 150 costs, which is also a bit weird. It almost feels like from now on they want level limit break legends to cost more than non-level limit break legends, which it's baffling, but sure. We'll see if they continue with this. Like, I don't see many people spending their medals on this. I hope not, at least. It's cool that we get the Anni units, but I wait for buying these rare recruits because they will probably be available on the Anni Sugo Fest as well. I don't think they were boosted last time around, but it's still possible to pull them, so pull on Anni first before spending medals. In general, you should always spend medals after, like at the end of the month, in case you get them. But yeah, that's the second thing. Third thing, pretty minor complaint, but really Bazaar, like, it's the anniversary month, like it should feel special. The only thing they've done special is adding two legend tickets, one limited, one normal. As always, outrageous price. Like, at this current point of the game, I wouldn't spend training points on anything other than cola. We just need to wait for PKA to drop, so we know how much cola we can get from that mode, because with current info, we need way too much cola to upgrade ships. So we need to see, will PKA give us that cola, or do we need to spend raid points? That's basically the only two avenues we have in the game right now. But yeah, I like more special. The one thing I really wanted was to refresh the wanted posters. Like when the level limit break first dropped, we got a lot of wanted posters we could buy in the raid shop. But it hasn't reset since they left, and anniversary month was a good chance to reset it, but not happening. And yeah, it's just, why not try and do something special? On a miscellaneous complaint, I really hate these daily deals that are always useless, like 3 gams for a few crystals. Like, that's basically one run of treasure map. I'd rather do one extra run in treasure map than spend 3 gams in the gem shop, basically. And the most annoying thing with this feature is that every day when you enter, Rayleigh has to tell you that there are new items, because there's a new daily deal gem item, which sucks because it's not a daily deal, it's like the daily scam, basically. So yeah, been annoying me. What else to talk about? I need to double check. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember the final two. Yeah, so I talked a bit about the bounty campaign before, and we have the full info now. And basically, I think I mentioned this before, but it's just so backwards, because basically the way it works is that seasoned players like myself, who've been playing for a while, have a lot of legends, good box. Like, what we mostly want is dupes of all legends for level limit break to buff them. So we'd really like a lot of B tickets in particular. And for newcomers, sure, it's nice to get some you don't have, but the main thing new players want is a lot of new stuff, since they are stronger, and you don't really need a lot of copies to get a good start. So getting a lot of S tickets will be great for newcomers. But now we have this incredibly bizarre situation where seasoned players are going to get a lot of S tickets, which, like, just look at them. Like, I'm sure you don't care about many of these. You probably have a lot of them at max level limit break. Sure, like maybe the top 2 rows would be very dope, but here's a lot of filler. Realistically, you're not getting a lot of the top 2 rows, while in the B tickets, like, you might want like half of them maybe, for example. Like, it's such a big difference, and players like myself with very high bounty, we're basically not getting any B tickets. I'm getting like 14 S, I think, out of the 20, and sure, if I get Killer or Hawkins, I'll take this as a W, but that's not something you can like expect. It's just a nice bonus. So yeah, I just think it's a bit poorly thought out. I know a lot of people are upset about it being just 20 tickets since we got more last year, but you have to have some context. Like last year we did get the level limit break system. They wanted to kickstart people. Now we've had it. We don't really need that every year. At least I don't think that's something you have to really complain about. But yeah, that's a personal disappointment at least. Finally, another thing I like to complain about is PvP. As you see here, we currently have the PvP finals, and on Wednesday, for me at least, we're also going to start Grand Party. So this will be the first time ever we have PvP finals and Grand Party at the same time. And you might wonder, why did it end up like this? Well, the main issue is that for some reason, Bandai think it's super important to line up Grand Party with the end of month legend, in this case Yak. And for some reason they delayed Jack's release a lot after Kisuna. Usually the end of month legend drops during Kisuna. So there's no issue with having Grand Party a week before PvP finals. But this time Jack got very delayed. And despite that, I thought we'd get Grand Party last week. Because sure, like the title we get from Grand Party probably has Jack. But I was like, it's whatever, they can put whatever they want. But yeah, sure, they do change the boost in Grand Party around the new Legend release. So with Jack now in Driven gets a lot of buffs. But my main issue with all of this is like, if you look at Jack in Grand Party, for example, we don't even have to talk about it, like, he's not good. End of month legends for Grand Party are never good, yet they continue to build the boost around new legends, but they don't make an effort to make them good for Grand Party. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand how they are thinking. So instead of like last week, which ended up being a pretty dead week, because despite getting an update, we couldn't really do anything with an update, which is a complaint all in itself. We have to wait until now for Grand Party, and we're doing PvP already, so we're going to do even more PvP than usual in 1 week. And I'm not happy about that because I'm not a big fan of PvP. Whew. Yeah, feels good to get it out of the system. But yeah, those are the things I'm unhappy about. On a separate note, when this video goes up, it's just 10 days away until anniversary, and that's going to be hype at least. I can't wait for King Adventures and finding out more. For my late video today, like I usually do, I'll probably talk a bit more about King Adventures, and I'll focus on the stuff we don't know. A few days ago I made a video about stuff we know. Now I'll change focus to what we don't know and what it could be. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.